Hello, dear Homepedia family. There's a special kind of quiet that lives inside the old haciendas. Even when the sun is fierce and the air outside shimmers with heat, the rooms stay gently cool, as if the walls themselves are holding on to the memory of the night. Thick earthen walls, shaded courtyards, and the careful movement of air have kept these homes comfortable for generations without relying on machines that hum and cost more every summer. We have all felt the pull toward a home that feels like a true sanctuary, especially now when so many of us are looking for ways to live more gently with the seasons. What if the cooling wisdom once reserved for grand estates could be understood and gently adapted, even in smaller spaces, so we can enjoy that same deep comfort without the burden of constant air conditioning? That is the quiet promise we're exploring together today. If these ideas speak to the kind of peaceful home you long for, I would be so grateful if you liked this video and subscribed so we can keep uncovering these timeless ways of creating comfort together. When we begin to understand how traditional hacienda homes stay naturally cool, we start with the walls themselves. Thick adobe or earthen construction carries an extraordinary gift. These walls absorb the warmth of the day slowly and then release it gradually after the sun has set, creating a natural rhythm that keeps interior temperatures far more stable than thin modern walls ever could. The result is a home that feels cooler during the hottest hours and warmer in the evenings without any mechanical help. We can almost feel the difference when we imagine running our hands along sun-warmed adobe in the late afternoon and noticing how the inside surface still holds a gentle coolness. This thermal mass works even more beautifully when it is paired with thoughtful shading. In classic hacienda design, deep overhangs, covered verandas, and the careful placement of trees or climbing plants keep direct sunlight from striking the walls during peak heat. The walls never have to work as hard because they are protected from the most intense rays. In 2026, as we grow more aware of how much energy we use to fight the heat, this simple principle of protection feels both wise and deeply comforting. We're not battling the sun so much as inviting it to be gentle with our homes. At the very center of hacienda cooling lies the courtyard. Far more than a decorative garden, the courtyard functions as a living, breathing heart that regulates temperature for the entire home. Shaded by surrounding walls and often cooler further by plants and the soft sound of water, it becomes a microclimate all its own. Cool air settles here during the night and then moves gently into the surrounding rooms as the day warms. We can picture how the courtyard gathers shade and moisture, offering a place where even the air feels softer and more alive. The way air moves through these homes is equally important. Traditional hacienda layouts were designed so that breezes could travel across the courtyard and continue through aligned doorways and windows on the opposite side. This cross-ventilation carries away warm air and replaces it with fresher, cooler air from shaded areas. When we add high ceilings or small vents near the roofline, we invite the stack effect to do its quiet work. Warm air naturally rises and escapes, drawing cooler air from below. The whole house begins to breathe with the day, rather than fighting against it. Many of us are discovering that these same principles can transform how a house feels, even when we're working with more modest spaces. Before and after thinking helps us see the possibility clearly. Imagine a small home that once grew uncomfortably warm by midday. By adding a modest internal courtyard or atrium, even one no larger than a small seating area, and opening strategic windows and doors, the same house can begin to move air more freely. The thickest walls may not be possible in every renovation, yet we can still increase thermal mass with earthen plasters or carefully chosen materials that absorb and release heat more slowly. The transformation is not about size, it is about intention and understanding how air and light want to move. For those of us creating sanctuaries in smaller footprints, the lessons of the hacienda remain remarkably adaptable. An internal light well or a small central courtyard can bring the same cooling breath into a compact home. Deep eaves or a well-placed pergola shaded with vines can protect windows and walls from the harshest sun. Operable windows placed to catch prevailing breezes, combined with high ceilings or roof vents, allow warm air to escape upward. Even in spaces where a full courtyard is not possible, we can still borrow the spirit of these designs by creating layered shade, encouraging airflow, and choosing materials that work with the climate rather than against it. One of the most accessible and beautiful updates we can make involves the surfaces themselves. Light-colored lime wash finishes reflect a significant amount of solar heat away from the building before it ever enters the walls. In 2026, this ancient technique is being rediscovered not only for its cooling performance, but for the soft, luminous quality it brings to interiors and exteriors alike. Terracotta floors and walls that have been allowed to develop their natural patina also tend to feel cooler underfoot and to the touch, especially in the early morning after a night of releasing stored heat. These choices add both practical comfort and a quiet, timeless elegance that never goes out of style. Plants and water play their own gentle role in the cooling story. When we place fragrant herbs, climbing vines, or small trees within or around a courtyard, they provide shade while also releasing moisture into the air through transpiration. The slight evaporative cooling this creates can make a noticeable difference in how comfortable an outdoor room feels. A simple fountain or small water feature adds both movement and a sense of coolness that reaches into the surrounding spaces. In smaller adaptations, even a few well-chosen containers with lush planting near windows or on a shaded balcony can bring a similar softening effect without requiring large amounts of space or water. We are also learning that these passive strategies work best when we pay attention to the small daily rhythms of our homes. Opening windows and doors in the early morning and late evening to encourage night purging allows cooler air to flush through the rooms. Closing them during the hottest part of the day, along with drawing light curtains or shutters, helps keep the cooler air inside. These simple habits, inspired by generations who lived without mechanical cooling, cost nothing yet make a meaningful difference in how comfortable we feel. They also reconnect us with the natural cycles of light and temperature in a way that feels grounding and peaceful. In 2026, as energy costs continue to rise and many of us seek ways to live with greater intention, the cooling wisdom of hacienda design offers something far more valuable than lower bills. It offers a way of being at home that feels aligned with the seasons rather than sealed against them. We can choose materials that age beautifully, spaces that invite the breeze, and courtyards or light wells that bring the outside world gently inside. The result is not only a cooler house, but a home that supports our well-being on a deeper level. When we begin to see our homes through this lens, even modest changes start to feel significant. Adding a deep overhang, planting a climbing vine to shade a west-facing wall, or creating a small internal breathing space can shift how the entire house performs. These adaptations do not require grand budgets or large properties. They require only an understanding of how thick walls, moving air, and thoughtful shade have always worked together to create comfort. The hacienda taught us that cooling can be quiet, beautiful, and deeply sustainable. We are simply learning how to listen to those lessons again in the homes we have today. When we step back and look at everything these old hacienda homes have quietly taught us, the open loop we began with becomes clear. The cooling secrets once held within grand estates are not secrets at all. They are generous, time-tested principles of thermal mass, shaded courtyards, and natural ventilation that we can understand and adapt whether our homes are large or small. What once felt out of reach now feels possible, personal, and profoundly comforting. We do not need to choose between beauty and practicality. The same choices that keep our homes naturally cooler also create spaces that feel calmer, more connected to the rhythms of the day, and more like true sanctuaries. If this vision of a home that works gently with the seasons resonates with you, I would love for you to like this video, subscribe for more inspiration, and share in the comments which peaceful corner you would most like to create or improve first. Your thoughts always enrich this conversation, and I am so grateful you are here.